Kazimierz Moczarski, author of Conversation with the Executor, was imprisoned and interrogated by Stalinist secret police, UB, for 4 years. During this time, he experienced 49 different types of torture used by the UB. There is no doubt that sadistic interrogators used many more. Stanisław Sojczyński twice led attacks against the Germans in Radomsko. For this feat, he was awarded the Silver Cross Virtuti Militari in 1943. As a partisan, the Soviets gave him the unofficial title in April 1946 of Public Enemy Number 1. He was the founder and leader of the underground Polish army, KWP, resulting in his arrest and then interrogation by Mieczysław Moczar, Mykoła Demko. He was executed in February 1947 and his body has never been found. In the eyes of the communist authorities, even children were a threat. Janusz Żubryt, at the age of 5, was arrested by the UB for cooperation with the NSZ. His parents, Antoni and his pregnant wife Janina, were killed with a shot to the back of the head by UB agent Jerzy Wolin. Wolin, who became a film director and a publicist, died in 2015. He was never sentenced for murdering Antoni and Janina Żubryt. Witold Pilecki was a Polish-Soviet war hero, participant of the September campaign, volunteer to Auschwitz, founder of the camp's resistance and later a fugitive from Auschwitz, Warsaw Uprising fighter and a soldier of the Polish Second Corps. Considered as the bravest man of World War II, he was arrested by the communist authorities. His brutal interrogation was led by Eugeniusz Himczak. In a conversation with his wife, he admitted that Auschwitz compared to them was just a trifle. Pilecki was sentenced to death in a show trial in March 1948. He was executed in the Soviet method with a shot to the back of the head by executioner Piotr Śmietański from Mokotów. He is buried in Warsaw's Powązki Cemetery. Helena Wolińska-Brus, born Fajga Mindla, is better known as a military prosecutor in the communist show trials of the 1950s. She led an investigation against Home Army General Fieldorf. In March 1968, she emigrated to Great Britain. However, the British government refused applications for extradition to stand trial in Poland. A European arrest warrant also failed to have her extradited. She died in Oxford in 2008. Danuta Siedzikówna, aka Inka, was a nurse in the 5th Wilno Brigade of the Polish Home Army. At just 17 years old, she was captured and tortured by the UB in Gdańsk. Yet, she did not reveal any information. On 28 August 1946, together with Felix Selmanowicz, aka Zgończyk, she stood in front of the firing squad. Before her death, she managed to shout, "Long live Poland, long live Łupaszka." A week before Stalin's death, following a show trial, legendary chief of KDF AK, General August Emil Fieldorf, aka Nil, was hung in a prison on Rakowiecka Street. Communist criminals, under cover of night, buried their victims in cemeteries and in many still unknown places. Prince of Poets, Zbigniew Herbert wrote, "Therefore we have to know to count exactly, call by the first name, provide for a journey." Krzysztof Szwagrzyk, a historian from IPN, led the search for Polish people killed during the communist period. He gave the victims their names back. After over 20 years as a partisan, Sergeant Józef Franczak, aka Lalek, a soldier in the September campaign, AK and WIN, was mortally wounded in a firefight against the communist authorities in 1963. He was the last of the cursed soldiers.